My name is Pam Weeks, and we are at my home in Bowdoin, Maine. Well, I'm an actively performing musician, and I also teach a lot of private music lessons, and that's what I do for my living. I'm a full-time musician. I specialize in mountain dulcimer and fiddle. I first heard a mountain dulcimer when I was probably 18 years old, and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard. I'd never seen one or heard of one before, and I went right out and started hunting to find a mountain dulcimer that I could buy and start teaching myself how to play. Dulcimer actually means sweet water. It's very unique. I can't really put it into words very well. It's different. That's pretty simple. That's a really basic traditional way of playing the dulcimer. As you can see, the fretboard looks like it's missing some frets. So the dulcimer fretboard is based on a series of scales or modes rather than, say, a chromatic fretboard like a guitar has. It literally is missing some of those frets. One of the things that makes the dulcimer easy to play is that you have fewer wrong notes. And one that makes it more challenging to play for certain types of music is that you're missing some notes and you have to figure out how to get them. It really is a true American instrument. Oh, yes. The person it was written for was David Schnaufer, and he was one of the real pioneers of mountain dulcimer playing during his lifetime. And so I was familiar with it from hearing recordings of Dave playing it. It's exciting because the dulcimer is not seen still as an instrument that is played in an orchestra. It's seen as very much as a folk instrument, even though I know some really innovative players that play everything from jazz to classical to rock and roll, and I mean current rock and roll, on the dulcimer, every kind of music you can imagine. It just is not in the public's consciousness as anything other than a very simply played mountain instrument. Something like that. So there's just as much range on it as you might find on a guitar or mandolin or any other string instrument in terms of how you can approach playing it. So this is a Tennessee music box, and this one I made with the help of my bandmate, Jim Joseph. But this is basically what they look like. Again, the fretboard goes from one end to the other, and the series of holes, the wood is quite thick because they just were using planks. It was nothing fancy, no fancy instrument making shops or anything like that. It's an early form of the dulcimer that was specific to Tennessee, and it's used for the second movement in Blackberry Winter. So that is the basic melody and the theme of that second movement.